And 5 San Mateo County Sheriff's deputies will not face criminal charges for the Taser-related death of an unarmed man in October. Dashcam footage of the incident was released today.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
The entire incident played out last fall in the middle of busy El Camino Real in Millbrae. KPIX 5's Devin Fehely in Millbrae now on what the man's family thinks about this latest development. Devin?
Yeah, it's almost been 5 months exactly to the day since officers initially tried to stop and talk to Chinedu Okobi and later arrest him. And what would unfold and escalate quickly was described today as a tragedy, but not a crime.
In newly released video, 37-year-old Chinedu Okobi can be seen with his hands clearly raised as he backpedals away from the officers trying to stop him. Moments later, the encounter turns violent. Okobi swings and frees his arm, which had been pinned behind his back, and tries to run from the officers, but instead is tasered and stumbles awkwardly to the ground. It is the beginning of what would become a life-and-death struggle for the 37-year-old.
The only thing one can say about this is a horrible tragedy. There is no perception, angle of looking at this in any manner that is not a tragedy for the Okobi family.
San Mateo County District Attorney Steve Wagstaffe says his office spent 5 months reviewing the case, including hours of police dash camera and cell phone video. Okobi, Wagstaffe says, died from a heart attack after he was tasered 3 times by officers who struggled for several minutes to handcuff and subdue him. The 4 officers involved in the arrest will not face criminal charges of any kind, a fact an attorney representing Okobi's family calls a miscarriage of justice.
This was all cop-initiated confrontation. So the cops created a conflict, created a confrontation, and then fought their way out of it by beating this man up and ultimately tasing him and then finally killing him.
Okobi's sister, a Facebook executive who lives in London, says her brother suffered from mental illness and believes that officers should have shown greater restraint.
But it's horrifying that in San Mateo County, a reasonable police response to jaywalking is to electrocute a man to death for it.
DA Wagstaffe says Okobi's death is tragic, but in his opinion, not criminal.
My conclusion is that this conduct of the officers on that day was lawful under the California Penal Code and the United States Constitution and the law that governs it.
Now, the Okobi family says that they wanted justice first and foremost from the criminal justice system. They wanted these officers involved in his death to be charged. And because that now appears that that is not going to happen, they say that they are preparing to file a civil lawsuit. In Millbrae, Devin Fehely, KPIX 5.